Alright, you guys have seen me use my portable workbench quite a bit. I did create a video and I'll leave a link to that. Where this is the base. Folds open like so. And then this is my top, and I built it with some slots here that just kind of sit on top of the base and keep it from sliding around. And it's a Paulk style portable workbench. But one thing that it's lacking, and that is the ability to just slide it around the garage or the shop. I don't have any wheels attached. So what I want to do today is attach some wheels that I can lift or lower so that I can have this be stable, or I can lift it up onto the wheels and move it around. So that's today's video. So let's get started. Alright, so the kit that I got comes with a template, and it has a ruler along the top, which makes it really easy to get this centered. So that looks like it's centered. And it has your 1.5 inch spacing from the floor. So it's really easy to set this up. Okay, so that's in place. Make sure that my ruler is still good. All right. I might as well attach it on both ends. In fact, I'm going to move this one down. Now I can pre-drill right here, and that's exactly the spacing and line up to attach the wheels. It's going to be easier for me to attach this if I remove the wheel, so I'm going to disconnect it here. me get the wheel attached again. The kit does come with a couple of tools, and these actually work pretty good. So I'm going to go ahead and use these to tighten this on. Alright, so that is in its upright position, and this is loose. So what you want to do when you want to lift it up is you want to bring this all the way down, and you can see now it's able to roll. Alright, so let me get the other 4 installed, and I'll put the bench top back on the base and we'll see how it moves around. Okay, this does come with an instruction sheet. Not a whole lot of instructions, but it does have pictures, and that's really all you need. But basically you want to hold this piece so that the angle is on the bottom, and then place this so that this inside part is facing up, and it goes inside on the bottom. And it comes with 2 different size bolts. You're going to want to use the longer bolt on this one, and just slide that through. And it does come with lock nuts, so just get them started, and then you can use the tools that they sent you. And on these you're going to want to use this piece of the tool right here. So it's easy to just lock the bottom one in and then just twist this one on. Pretty simple. And then for the top piece, you can see that this is in slightly, so you'll want this piece to slide in here, and you'll use the bolt that's a little bit shorter. Doesn't really matter which side that you put the nuts on. It's just a matter of preference. They don't stick out any further than the head of the bolt, so it really doesn't matter what side you put it on. Get this side locked in. And you want to get it snug, but don't over tighten it. You want these to be able to move freely. Okay, so before I put the wheel on, I'll go ahead and get this one mounted. All right, so let's go ahead and get this down on the ground and give her a test run. All right, there you have it. Got them all installed and it seems to be working just fine. So what are my pros and cons of these? Well, the pros are they're pretty easy to set up and install. When they're engaged, they roll freely on the swivel wheels. They're easy to lock in place and unlock just with your foot. And cons, the screws that are given with it they're pretty cheap screws. You might want to consider replacing those with a little bit more robust screws. I actually broke 2 of the screws trying to install them. Had to drill those out and replace them. So that's a con. But I don't know, it's pretty common to not use the screws that are supplied with items like this anyway. So I wouldn't let that prevent me from picking these up because they do work pretty well. When they're not engaged, the wheels have to pretty much be, facing front. If they're facing the back, it lifts up the bottom so that your cabinet or whatever it is that you've got them attached to is not flush on the ground. So that's kind of a con there. So they need to stick out a little bit. It's not that big of a deal for me because the top of my workbench covers the wheels. So having them stick out a little bit's not a problem. And I could have mounted them on the inside, but because my base folds in, that kind of prevented me from doing that. But that is an option, which will keep them from sticking out if you don't have the top of whatever it is you're mounting them to stick over like mine do. But overall, would I buy them again? Sure. I think they're, decent wheels. They lock in place, they lock out of place. So they do exactly what I bought them to do. Just in case the instructions didn't ship with your kit, or if you misplaced them, here you go. You can take a screenshot and take a look at that. All right, so that's going to do it for this review. So I'll talk to you guys later.